Hello and welcome to Broadsword Wargaming. My name is Oliver.
And my name is Kira, and today we have a brand new game to go through with you. It is Maladum, Dungeons of Enveron. Cue the music.
Yes, today we're checking out Maladum, a fantasy miniatures board game set in the mysterious kingdoms of Enveron. In this game, you'll lead a small group of adventurers as they leave their camp, complete objectives, and face off against all kinds of enemies, all in a detailed 3D gaming area with no glue or paint required. Maladum also has a campaign mode where your characters level up, get new gear, and follow a branching storyline that changes with every playthrough. With all the included terrain and miniatures, this game will definitely catch the eye of D&D players, and the terrain could even work for games like Warhammer Warcry or possibly 40k Zone Mortalis. There's a lot to unpack here, so what's it like to actually play? Well, stick around and we'll find out together.
So let's get into the game. What is Maladum? You probably know a little bit more about it than me. You've done a little bit more research. From what I know, it is a fantasy-based RPG immersive experience type game with minis and terrain. I think it's pop-out terrain and tokens and all that sort of stuff.
That's the video, basically. Yeah, it is that. So what we're going to do, we're going to look at the miniatures, we're going to look at the terrain, and we're going to play the game at the very end. Now, I am aware of Battlesystems because they did Core Space, and I know some of their terrains. They do this kind of, pop-out card, pre-printed terrain, really nice. And they have a good reputation as well, so I'm quite keen to get my hands on it myself and see just how good it is.
Well, I'm excited because it is fantasy, which I love. You don't have to paint the terrain, which I love. You don't have to glue the minis together, which I love. So.
Kind of perfect for you.
Yeah, I'm expecting to really like this.
You've got all the classic RPG archetypes, a wizard, a warrior, a stealthy archer, everything you'd expect from a traditional adventure game. Now, I'll be taking a look at a few of these models here while Kira paints the female sorcerer live on her Twitch channel, which you can check out using the link below.
Okay, paint to mini is happening now. Do we like that color? Yeah.
The first thing to note is the models are probably a little closer to 25mm scale, so they're a bit smaller than Warhammer figures if that's what you're used to. I tried dry brushing with a range of greys, building up to a lighter highlight. The details in these models are pretty crisp and well defined, which makes them great for dry brushing. I also wanted to see how they took contrast paint, so I used some contrast paints here on the wizard's staff, and also used some red on the cape, because, well, who doesn't have a traditional red cape? And rather than taking you through a step-by-step guide of how to paint them, I just want to show you some of the techniques you can use to paint these. Kira was making some progress too.
Man, painting is so unimpressive when you're just doing the base colors. Like, you're just logged in, I swear. My skills are very slightly better than this. I'm base coding, I swear. It's not the way I normally paint either. I normally do one detailed bit for ages and then get bored of the mini and move along. Not this time!
I feel like you could go at these as hard as you like. They certainly give you the option to paint them very well because the details are crisp and there are no odd, messy parts that don't really make any sense on the miniatures.
It's me, I'm here with my bit of voiceover. I just wanted to pop in because I'm actually delighted with how nice mine looks on camera. I was worried because they're so small that you wouldn't be able to pick up the details, but no, you can definitely see them. These translate really well into the game, and once you put them on the actual board, everything sort of fits in lovely together. Really enjoyed painting this, which is surprising because it's at a much smaller scale than I'm used to.
Now onto the terrain, which is the big part of the game for me. Good terrain really helps sell the story, and in something like this, I think that is needed. The fact you don't need to glue or paint it makes it super beginner friendly, especially if you're not used to painting terrain. This stuff is made of high density cardboard, so it feels quite sturdy. The walls come with doors that are pre-creased, but they only open one way, so do keep that in mind. Some items like chests, crates and tombs require a little assembly, but the process is pretty straightforward. I did accidentally glue the top of a tomb upside down, but it was a pretty easy fix. Now, while it says glue isn't necessary, I did find a little super glue specifically helped hold the chest's bottoms all together. With everything ready and in place, I started to set up the terrain for the first tutorial mission. It's modular, so you can reconfigure it for different setups, which is great for replayability. Since it's cardboard, I am curious to see how well it holds up over time, but so far it seems pretty durable. The box also stores all the terrain and pieces pretty neatly, so as long as you're safe and careful, it should last for a good number of games. Now, if you like the look of all of this stuff, everything you've seen so far, please do make sure to check out the link down below in the description or the pinned comment for a specialist link where you can get hold of Maladum and all of these cool things for yourselves.
So let's get down to the meat of the game, which is the minis. I really like them. I painted mine on Twitch. I went for like a female sorceress. I can't remember what her name is now. But I found the detail really good. There wasn't too much detail, which I hate. It's not like, what are those minis that like the 8-bound and stuff like that? They're just like, it's going to take you 6 weeks just to paint it. No, it was really simple, really nice. And I found it hard to choose one because I liked a lot of them and they're all very, very different.
Yeah, I felt the same. They are made of that sort of PVC plastic, I think, right? The slightly bendy. I described it as bendy. You thought it wasn't bendy, but
I thought it was hard plastic.
I don't think it's hard
But
plastic.
you know, sometimes you get bendy plastic where you take it out of the box and like their arms are sticking up in the air because they're bent the wrong way and you have to bend it back down. They're not like that.
No.
Like I can't, that's not bendy.
It's durable.
Yeah.
How durable? Give me a test. Here we go. 3 or 4 bounces, hit a box and a can, and it's still in one piece. So that's everything you need to know about their durability, right?
Next.
Next model, go again. And I thought they were cool. Their details are quite like crisp and clean. Sometimes you get this material and there's like just blob bits.
Oh, like a hand, but it looks like a mitten.
Yeah, mitten hands. They've all got actual like fingers. Look.
Yeah, Knuckles.
Yeah, knuckles and
I'll
everything.
name him Knuckles.
And I used some contrast. I did some dry brushing just to sort of try the different.
Look at the
effects.
gullet on him.
Is that the noise a gullet makes? I don't know. I think it's a goblin gullet man.
I will call him Gullet McKnuckles.
I think that's his actual name. So I like them. I thought they're pretty cool. Good variety, good choice. Nice for D&D.
Oh, absolutely. You could use these for D&D.
So I think we'll have a game with them.
Let's play.
Now onto the gameplay itself. The game comes with plenty of tokens, character sheets and various other bits. Pretty standard for a board game. At first, it might seem a bit piece heavy and overwhelming, but once you figure out where everything goes, it's not too bad at all. Everything has a spot or a place, and the player cards come with plastic boards to help keep things pretty organised. We set up for the tutorial mission using the 2 characters we painted. Kira was especially excited about one little feature, a dry erase pen.
Oh, there's little actual tokens in there.
The tutorial mission is a great introduction, walking you through everything step by step. It tells you where to place your pieces, how to move them, and what the dice rolls mean. It's a solid way to learn the game's core mechanics. Essentially, each character has 2 activations per turn, move, search, attack, or move, etc., so it's pretty easy to grasp. The bad guys are AI controlled with clear rules on how they act, and if there's any confusion, the priority player makes the calls. After each round, there's an assessment phase, and then the game loops back to the next turn. We made our way through the dungeon, fought off some enemies, and completed the mission in just under an hour.
We're back. We did it. How did you find the game?
After our brief dungeon journey into the dungeons of Enderon, we did it. We completed the tutorial. We won the tutorial, in fact. Well done us, well done us. It does take you through really step by step, actually like full on step by step, move here, do this, fight that. And it gives you the opportunity to sort of learn some of the game's core mechanics. Now, we didn't use all of the special rules or anything. There's like bludgeoning and sharp and
It
stuff
does
like
recommend that. It recommends just learning the rules bit by bit.
I think verbatim, for this reason, if you're new to our games, we recommend learning the rules gradually rather than attempting to use everything at once.
And I said bit by bit, but that's fine.
Close enough. And that's the point of this, right? It's just to get us through the game and try it. Now, I think it's really cool. There's lots of like in-depth parts to it. I quite like the sort of the peg systems and how like all the different equipment and the abilities and stuff, all that together.
I just really like how immersive it is. I don't really have a very good imagination, so having little boxes with lids and all the floor and the walls looking really cool, and I like it.
Certainly better than just a flat board, right?
God, yeah.
Definitely. The mechanics are pretty cool. I would like to play more, I think. And there's other characters. Now, we used Miranda, the one you painted. I used Callum, the dude I painted as well, just because, you know, why not? And they're the ones it tells you to use in the demo. But there's so many other characters and other bad guys and stuff we didn't use. Main selling point for you, what do you think?
Free pen.
Free pen.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah. Advice to anyone making a game ever?
Free pen.
Get a pen. So yeah, I really liked it. I hope you guys found this useful. The terrain, yes. Models, yes. Game, yes. Complex, yes.
I already have like friends that I know I'm going to either gift this to or invite over to play.
I absolutely, yeah.
If you like D&D and you like board games.
Yeah, I don't want to compare it to something else, but it's like a more in-depth version of other board games, right? Where you can do a bit more. So say if you've got people starting out and they've played a few games, this might be a good stepping stone into something with miniatures or terrain, because most board games don't have 3D style, like, you know.
I'm impressed with the mat as well.
Well, there you go.
I thought you took that from one we had before.
No.
That's really cool.
Actually good. So, yeah, that's a thumbs up, I think, from us.
That's a double thumbs up.
Double thumbs up.
Quadruple thumbs up. Leaving you hanging.
Yeah, thanks. You let me look an idiot. If you enjoyed this video, please do make sure to like, share, subscribe, and hit the alarm bell down below. There's loads of links in the description and stuff, the pen fiddler there, the usual stuff. Of course, go and check the game out as well. There's a link down there to Battle Systems where you can pick up this game yourself and give it a go. So,
EU-friendly shipping.
oh yeah, EU-friendly shipping as well. Yeah, that's important. So thanks so much for watching, guys, and I will catch you in the next one.